Okay guys, so dating in Japan. I'm trying to find a word that would sum up my whole experience, but I don't think that word exists. Most people here, most foreigners here can tell you that it's quite difficult to, you know, meet someone that you can, totally relate to, have things in common, and you just like gel and have like, good experiences. It's difficult to find that person here in Japan, and there are several things that contribute to this. I know for me, the language barrier. My job doesn't require me to use Japanese, and because of that, I don't really push myself to learn. And I know quite a few people who are in my position or who have the same mindset. How they do business and how Japanese people operate here is completely different from how it is in the Western world where I'm from. So I'm from Jamaica, and Jamaican men, I would say, are not on the romantic side of things, and they're just okay, I like you, let's talk, see where things go, and then, oh, we're together, we're there. So there's no like official anything, and I'm old-fashioned like that. I want to be courted, I want to be, I want to feel as if I'm the only woman in the world, and most men don't really have a clue about how to do this. And so what I found is like I don't want to say lowered my standards, but you make what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to be, I don't want to come off a certain type of way, but you give and take, because I know I'm not perfect, so I'm not looking for anyone perfect. I'm just looking for my perfect, you know what I mean? And you're always gonna have to compromise on something, and I do expect that. So I have compromised quite a bit in trying to date and trying to find someone that I can spend the rest of my life with, but it's quite difficult. So here in Japan, I've been here for 3 years, and in that time I've had a boyfriend, and we broke up about a year now, and I've been putting my foot back in the water, in the dating pool. But then I've decided, you know what, I'm just gonna chill and be by myself, because I don't like the type of guys that I usually meet here. And I have been doing introspection, and I'm wondering, okay, is it me? Am I asking for too much? I know I'm not perfect, but the basic things are like pretty much lacking in the type of guys that are here. Well, particularly foreigners, because like for Japanese, I don't really go for Japanese men. I never felt an attraction to Asian men at all. I'd prefer someone from my own race, and if not, I am open to meeting other people from other backgrounds. I have dated people from other backgrounds, as in I went on a date to see if we had anything in common or whatever, and we have opposing views on things, so personalities would clash when it comes to certain topics. So you just okay, this is not gonna work, let's say our goodbyes. Yeah, so when I say dating, I'm referring to going on dates, getting to know people. Yeah, and it's quite tough. And what I've realized is a lot of men here expect women to just accept any shit, particularly the foreign men, because they know that not a lot of available foreign men are here. So they expect us to just take any shit, and they take you out on one date and they expect to have sex. They expect you to, open all of you to them, and suddenly they want to, do all sort of things and come to your place. Hold up. Hold right up. No. Ain't a bit of that gonna happen. Okay? So, like, I want to be courted, and they don't understand the concept of courting, or they don't want to invest the time and the money. First of all, dating is extremely hard because people have different schedules. So when I'm off, other people are working, and when I'm working, they're off. We have different holidays. My company is an American company, their company is a Japanese company, so when I have holidays, they don't. When they have holidays, I don't, in most cases. So it's kind of tough to even meet people and get together and do anything, let alone like sustain a relationship. And if you do meet someone that, okay, you may get along with them, they live far. In Jamaica we say them live a woyo, far away. And so, like, yeah, spending time becomes even more difficult. So to sum up my experience, I would say it has not been a good one. And the type of guys that I meet are something is lacking somewhere. I am attracted to guys who are very confident and know what they want in life, and like have their shit sorted out. And if it's not sorted out, have some sort of plan. I'm looking for my king, someone to lead me, because I can be a control freak, and if I can see where I can control you, or like just do whatever I want with you, then I'm not going to be attracted to that. And with that said, it's kind of like a mix of having a guy that knows how to bend to my will, but knows how to be in control at the same time. And finding that balance is really, really tricky. And I've compromised, but I realized that in my compromises, I'm not really happy. So I'm not gonna do that shit anymore. So I'd rather just be single by myself until the good Lord feels like, it's time to bless Danielle with, her king. So yeah, and I've tried dating a Japanese guy just to see what that's like, if it's interesting. Japanese men are very just practical. Dating in Japan is just for one, procreation, and for status. People get married for procreation and for status. Rarely do they get married for love. So like the guy that I dated was just like all about work. He was a doctor, and he went to work every single day except, well, Saturday and Sunday he didn't work, but oftentimes there would be emergency cases and you just have to go in. And it's like finding that time. He was only available mostly in the evenings after work, which, yeah, Japanese people just care about work is priority here. And I couldn't do it. I was just like, okay, no. And it was kind of difficult, like, talking to him, in that he was interesting to talk to. I can give him that. And he would often like compliment me and say how different I am from Japanese women. It's kind of like I have a brain and I can think and I can have intellectual conversations. And I'm like, wait, so Japanese. I also dated a guy who was very, very shy. Very, very nice guy. I could see myself with him. But then the more I got to talk to him, the more I realized that he's very, very shy. And when we went out, like he couldn't look at me, couldn't really give me any eye contact. And I'm like, you know how people are the way they are, and you cannot really change someone unless they want to change. I know enough to know that I don't think I can like help someone who is shy to not be shy. And the fact that he wasn't like, we spoke for a while on the phone before we went out, so it's not as if we were total strangers. If he was just meeting me for the first time, or talking to me for the first time rather, then I would understand. But we were talking for a while before we actually went out, and he could not look me in the eye for more than 2 seconds. So I'm like, really, sir? You know, to myself, of course. And I was just like, what I didn't know what to do in this situation. So I kept on saying, can you look at me for a while, like 30 seconds? I can give you eye contact right now for 30 seconds. Is it 30 seconds? Yeah. I love a good eye contact. It tells you so much, you know, about a person. And then I'm just picturing, what is this guy going to, like, if we end up being together, like what is he gonna, you know, teach my kids? Can I send him anywhere to do anything on my behalf? Like, I'm not gonna trust him to do anything for me if he's not even confident enough in himself right in front of me right then and there. And I know that I might have just, you know, misjudged or judged too quickly, but I've seen signs of it talking to him over the phone, like on video call. And it actually happened face to face. Like, I suspected it, and then like face to face, sir, really. And then he was like at an age where I would expect, and then he has 3 degrees, and on top of that, when it came to, I teach English, so for me, like, basic grammar, I value that. I just picture, if I get with you and I send you to do anything on my behalf, like, no, you're an extension of me when we're together. And if someone sees you and you're gonna have bad English grammar, then like, that's gonna be a reflection on me, you know. And it's not like he is from a country where English is not like the main language. I think English is their first language. So the fact that that was like a basic, I'm not even talking like, you know, using the word in the wrong context, like basic grammar, you know what I mean? And I'm like, really, sir, really? And on top of that, I had to be explaining certain vocabulary. Like, you're a very, very nice guy, but I don't see us together for these reasons. And then I'm also big on personal hygiene. Like, most guys are not big on personal hygiene. Yeah, and they have like mad halitosis. I'm like, I can do it. I cannot do it. If you have halitosis, we cannot be together. We cannot be together. Because I like to, like, you know, kiss and do adult stuff. And if every time I go in to kiss you, I'm gonna be hit with, you know, we cannot be together. So yeah, I've turned down, like, yeah, because of that. No, that's a deal breaker for me, actually. Halitosis. Like, see, I meet you, I look at your fingernails, that tells me a lot about you if they're not well kept. that tells me something about you. I look at your teeth when you're talking. I look all the way in your mouth. I look at your tongue. If your tongue is white, that tells me, if you have food on your teeth, food stuck in between your teeth, that means you don't floss, and all these things. And then this is something that I'm gonna have to teach a grown-ass individual. No. Like, we're all grown here, and maybe that's why I'm single. Like, I don't think that is asking for too much for someone to take pride in their hygiene. It makes no sense. You dress up and you look all nice, and he looked very, very nice, but when he opened his mouth, I was disappointed, both with, like, I was like, you have, okay, 3 degrees, you managed to do all of that, two bachelors and a master's. Okay, you know, I don't have my master's degree, and I intend on doing it. But yeah, I'm at a crossroads with that, by the way, but that's another story. But yeah, like, okay, so I'm like, okay, this seems to be a guy that knows what he's about, knows what he wants, has a plan. None of it to that. None of that. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to, like, mother you into becoming a man, but you're a grown-ass man already, and there are many guys out here like this. I'm like, no. And then he wanted to get married, wanted to have kids. Like, if he could right now, he would do so. And that's a red flag. Like, you just want a woman so you can marry and have kids. Nah. Yeah. So dating for me is a no. No right now. And I'm just focusing on myself, self-love, my happiness, bringing cheers and good things to my life. Yeah, that's me right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you guys for watching, and please comment and share your experience with me as well. So flood my comment section. Let me know what's happening with you. I want to connect. I want to get to know you. I want you to get to know me, and we can all, share stories, help each other out in this world, because it's a struggle. It is a struggle out here in Japan. If you think it was bad, like, in your country where you can actually, like, speak the same language as most people, just imagine living in a foreign country.